This video focuses on self-assessment and the QIP. As we know, ASEQA now have developed a great tool, the self-assessment tool, and I suggest that it will really support you. So I hope that you use that tool to look at where your service is, and then to remember to add that into your QIP before your visit.
QIPs develop over time, and what happens with them is that they build their own shape, okay? But I would suggest for somebody starting out or reassessing the direction of their QIP, I would suggest starting with what the most immediate things are. So in that sense, having 200 elements in your QIP, I think would be really, really challenging to try and stay on top of. But having the most relevant things first, finding solutions and ways to deal with those, and then moving on to the next elements. So having a regular cycle of review of your QIP is helpful as well.
Our QIP has expanded. It went from, I guess, a document that kind of answered the questions to we've now got a document where we're telling stories that our educators have sent in. We're including photos. We're putting in concrete examples that if those educators got picked, they would be able to also talk to the assessor about without any dramas or any problems. We've actually just moved over to the new ASEQA template with the self-assessment tool on it. And we actually found that it was an awesome tool to use. It allowed us to go through our QIP to mark off the things in the self-assessment part that we were doing and that we were really thriving at, but it also gave us an opportunity to reflect and say, okay, well, this part or this element, we're doing it, it's there, but how can we extend that? How can we improve more? Because it gives you those spaces to be able to write that down straight away in the self-assessment tool or to mark off exactly what you're achieving at. When it came to them putting information into the QIP and doing your action plans for your QIP, it was actually a lot easier because all the stuff was all there. You can put examples in the self-assessment, so you can pull those straight up and put them straight into the QIP.
At the moment, our quality improvement plan is an active document. It's something that we review every staff meeting, which is quarterly, and every hub coordinator meeting, which is our leaders of our geographic hubs. We come together once a month, and it's constantly on our review agenda. Our quality improvement plan has anywhere from one area to improve upon up to a maximum of 3 in any quality area. So every single quality area has at least one thing that we're working on towards improving. And then what we do is when we finish those things in the quality improvement plan, we actually move the completed thing up into our strengths. We have a quarterly all-staff meeting, and that gives the whole team an opportunity to sit and discuss issues that may have come up. We actually target areas where we might see that we've got some skill gap. We might target areas where we want to do some training or some workshopping with the educators. So as a team, we're always talking about improving our service, improving what we do. We also reflect as a staff team on what we do. So each of our hubs has a reflective journal, and that's just a journal that's there for everyone to write in on their thoughts about what is happening at any given time in the service. It might be that play session today in the 45-degree heat is not going to work, or that we've tried a new form on assessing individual risk in the home and the form's not working. So we bring all of those together quarterly to discuss, and we track where we want to go, what we want to change, what we want to improve on.
Whatever element that you're looking at to achieve good results when it comes to the national quality standards is having comprehensive systems. And the reality is they take time to develop and prepare, and you learn through time. You learn through mistakes. But when something happens or something goes on, implement that into your quality improvement process and your self-assessment process. And the end result should be a comprehensive system in the way to deal with it, whether that's in the form of checklists, whether that's in the form of the way you assess individual educator residents. It doesn't really matter what the element is, but having that comprehensive system is really, really important. And the reality is that takes time to develop.